says, welcome to Ice Cream Sundays with Nougats of Truth. My name is Rose, who live by design. This is my partner, Marita, one who catches lightning with a path of Ish. And this is your regular weekly spot to get ice cream chakra clearings, as well as single card readings. It's already started. Excuse me. Hi, Lele. Our kitty is deciding whether to leap in front of the monitor and X out our live that we're doing right now. I don't know why that's happening. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a regular viewer and participant, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. I suspect there'll be some new folks jumping into the mix a little bit later as Marita shares. So just to give you a rundown for today, and I will be sharing this again for folks who hop on, but this is kind of the structure of the show that we do. We do this every week, every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, San Francisco time, United States time, Sunday. So that's Monday for some of you folks. And if you're here watching live, let us know where you are watching from. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, and let us know where you're watching from. And we will be doing 3 individual card readings and clearings for folks. How you get in on that. Sorry. You want to tell people a folk story right now? Folks. Guy Folks. Is there something funny about the way that I talk? Water. Ow! Oh. You keep jabbing me with a stick under the table. And that is not a metaphor, just so you folks know. I'm literally being jabbed in the foot with a stick right now, which Marita brought home for some magic. The things that happen in this household, I tell you, there's some funny stories I could tell you. So spiritual humor is like its whole own genre, I feel like. Anyway, how do we do this live? I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to start by doing a card reading for the entire group, really to just give you a sense of the week ahead and what the energies are. We've got a new moon coming up tomorrow, which we are going to be holding a moon ceremony for as well, if you're interested.
Hashtag moon.
Hashtag moon. We've got a solar eclipse occurring, right? And the solstice is coming up just around the corner as well, although not directly. It's not this week, right? It's early next 21st week. So there's a lot going on in the world this week. So we'll be doing a card pull to chat with you about the energy of this week. And then during that time, you're going to have a chance to put your name down to be entered for a drawing, in the drawing for 3 people to get either an ice cream chakra clearing, which is an energetic distance healing energy work that we'll do with you, or to get a single card reading on a question, a focused question of your choice. And then we will do those readings or clearings. And at the end, we're going to do a clearing for everybody that wants to receive it. Anybody who wants to participate now or after the fact, we're going to let you know how to do that and give your consent for that process, because that matters to us. We're not just trying to send our energy to all these people and we don't know if you want it. I did not consent to that. So what would be a great help to us is if you know anybody that you think would want to watch our live. If you know us, you know our humor. If you don't know us and you're just getting a feel for it, you can share it to your own page. You can share it to a friend. You can share it in a group that it's allowed to share in the group. No need to break anybody else's rules and agreements in order to get us views. But we love to be able to meet new people and interact with new people. I know we've had folks come on here that are like, oh, I've seen your guys's thing pop up a bunch of times and I usually just scroll by it, and I'm so glad I stopped to watch this time, so people come to us in all different ways. And
let's say hi to a few people.
Yay. Okay, so who's here? Celeste, hello.
From Nova
Elaine,
Scotia.
Monica, Cynthia, Mississippi, San Diego, Jamie Smith, or is it Jaime?
No, it's Jamie Smith.
Okay, I'm just saying.
She's come to our ice cream socials.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I suck. Elisa, what's up?
Howdy. Please like, please share. Sharing is caring, and sharing is free.
I'm sorry, Jamie. I have a clinical supervisor I used to work with whose name was spelled the same way. And she'd always joke how, because she grew up in a community where most of the people in the community were Latin, they would always say Jaime in all her classes as a child growing up. And she was like, my name's Jamie. And they were like, oh, you have a boy's name because of the way it was spelled, you know? So anyway.
That's really funny because there's also a lot of quote unquote boys that are named Maria Fernando, Maria Jose, using that Maria first. So I just want to put it out there. Just because you're named Maria doesn't mean you're a girl.
People. Something you're speaking from personal
I know.
experience about. You're like, damn it, you uncultured bastards. Stop calling me a woman. I could be a man. You would have no idea.
Anyways, Jamie said, I get it all the time. I grew up in South SD. So.
Right. So you totally get it.
So let's do the card pull for the week. And as we do the card pull for the week again, let us know if you want a card or a clearing. So in the comment bubble, you can start putting your name in and we will randomly, we actually use a little randomizer on Rose's iPhone computer.
Telefono.
They're really computers. And
they're little hand computers.
I know. So we are kind of living in a space age, kind of. I still haven't seen.
Why does that mean we're living in a space age?
Remember, when computers, I remember when computers were the size of rooms. Rooms.
I didn't actually visit computers that were the size of rooms, but
I did.
I know you're old. Just kidding.
And my father was, his doctorate was in artificial intelligence.
Person too, but he doesn't have a doctorate. He didn't even have his GED when I was growing up, but he was like really smart.
Anyways, so that being said, so how do you join? So
randomize. I'm a randomizer. Oh.
We're having a random day today. At least I haven't gone rogue yet. Rose says that I go rogue all the time. Celeste, so if you want a clearing, write clearing, please, and then write permission granted. So if you want a clearing, say clearing, permission granted. If you want a card, say card. Focus topic of your choice.
I'm freaking out on how low this computer is right now. It's like making me be like.
And then give us a focus topic such as, I have an important meeting coming up and I'm zoomed out. How can I deal with this?
So topical, baby.
I know. And then permission granted. So
I'm going to a Beyonce concert for the first time in my life. That's fake. Nobody's going to Beyonce right now.
So Celeste, I just need permission granted to add you. If you have not written permission granted, I will not add you to the randomizer. Ooh. There's a randomizer.
Vicky Smith, it's been a minute. Hi, Katie Fitch. January night. Love it.
Yeah, January.
We got quite a few. Yeah.
Indiana's here.
Oh my
Indiana.
God,
How are you? I've missed you, Indiana.
Yeah, we haven't seen you in our ice cream socials for a minute. By the way, in case any of you are interested, we have a few people here who have been a part of our ice cream socials, which are the really, really small, intimate, amazing, hour-and-a-half long private Zoom version of this with just 5 people. We have maximum 5 people for those. We do them a couple times a month on Thursdays in the United States, or that would be Friday for most of you in Australia or New Zealand. Indiana, you're part of kind of a special group. So hello.
Hey.
Kitty drama. We have a private one that we do specifically for a specific group of folks in Australia that Indy, that's how we met you. So if you guys are interested in joining one of our ice cream socials, those are another really easy, affordable way to get a lot of face time with us and to get a lot of support in a very small community container.
Look, we're brighter.
Hey, we look good.
Okay.
Wait.
No. This show brought to you today by Peloton. Peloton, we love you. We don't understand why we can't get a tread. I mean, we can't afford one right now. That we totally understand that. But do you deliver to Hawaii, to the Big Island? I'm just wondering for any Peloton people out there.
I want a tread. I really want a tread. Tread where you long to.
I do want to do a shout out to Jim Knapp, who was a high school friend of mine who did this amazing pen, which I bought. And I'll share this on my own site. And I'll be like, hashtag.
You're going to do that right now?
No, I don't know how to do it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
OMG. So let's get down to business, shall we? We are about to do the card for the group. Hi, Lele. It's okay. One of our old ladies, if you haven't met our old lady kitty, is Leia. Her name is Leia. We named her that because we just adopted her earlier this year, and she was already like a 15-year-old kitty. She's very battle scarred. She's been in a lot of battles. She's gorgeous. She's got a lot of scars. She's deaf. She's a crabby ass bitch. And she's strong and tough. She's got a lot of health issues and possibly some cognitive decline. So we were like, let's call her General Leia, because General Leia is a beautiful badass who's also slightly crazy and kind of battle scarred at this point. So she's here with us. She can't really see her, but she's laying to the side of the computer. She's the one who almost walked in front of the computer a moment ago.
Hey, January, if you work, so we do the ice cream socials twice, Thursday and Friday. And we've had Americans join into the Aussie crew. So if you're interested in joining on Friday, just say hashtag ice cream social Friday or something, and we can send you. But if you want to wait till next month, that's fine. We also have our moon ceremony tomorrow at what time?
11, I think.
Hawaii.
Oh yeah. So 1 p.m. Pacific time. Is that right? Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's a weekday, so it's later. It's at 6 p.m. Pacific, I think.
Yeah, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Sorry, Leila. 1 second. Let me double check.
6 p.m. Pacific. And so that will be
so funny that it's tomorrow. And I'm like
9 p.m. East Coast time.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. Hashtag if you want to join us.
We do record that one, but it's generally better to come live if you can, just a different experience.
Okay. Let's do the card for the week.
Awesome. Little sweet bean. You can stay with us. You can hang out here with us.
Elaine, you seem confused. We were confused as to the time, but tomorrow is a new moon ceremony that we'll be having. I'll be sending out the information after this, 9 p.m., I think, Atlanta time.
Mm-hmm.
Which you'll be there because you're part of our Patreon. Hello, Chris Brown. Hello,
Chris Brown. I haven't seen you for a while. How you doing?
So drawing a card for the week, and then we'll go into the random pick where we're going to pick 3 people to work with. They kind of go hand in hand.
They do. So I pulled 2 cards. I kind of follow my intuition on this. I fully follow my intuition on this one. So I went ahead and drew 2 cards out. These are the 2 cards. I'm going to show you this one first. We're using the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle today. We've been working with this deck for a little while. We tend to cycle through our decks and kind of listen and be like, oh, time to put this one on the shelf for a little while. It needs a break. Wild Red Rider, blessings bestowed. Blessing bestowed. And then Grace in Full Flight. Look at that. Amazing. It's a yak, Elaine. I'm looking at you. You know all about these yaks at this point. So to me, this connects a little bit to the topic that we are developing for the full moon tomorrow, which is this idea of being sort of on the threshold and being close to a new level, a new chapter, sort of right in between something that is, the ending of one thing and the beginning of something new, right? And that in this case, it's really a very positive thing that we're looking ahead at, which is grace in full flight and wild red rider blessing bestowed are both like, so, excuse me, Leia, don't walk across the computer, please. Love her. I don't know what she's doing.
Just having a moment.
Okay, well, can you make sure she doesn't shut down the computer? Because I can't do that and do this. So let me just refocus on what I was saying. There's this energy in both of these of being. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Goodness. I'm not going to say.
I went rogue for a minute. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's distracting.
Yeah, sorry.
And Leia's distracting too. So both of these have this energy of flight. They have that energy of buoyancy. You know, that if we can sort of step off from where we are, and I don't want to call it a leap. It's more like putting your foot onto air and finding a step there. You know, like an invisible staircase that you could climb.
To heaven.
To what's next. To what's next in your life. To new, greener pastures. You know, that makes it sound like retirement. We're not going there. This is definitely an energetic
All the
thing.
yaks would like the greener pastures.
Yeah, totally. So we'll go with that for the yaks. This is a very energetic, active energy. This is not like you're getting ready to kick back and relax, but there is the feeling of more like freedom and lightness and positivity and possibility and optimism in both of these images. That is like the threshold that we are on right now, that we're getting ready for. And this week is actually leading up to the solstice is going to be the beginning of that transition, right?
I think something to talk about here is you can kind of put them down here, but up here. I usually hold them because I'm Vanna White. Can't you tell?
Well, and Marita also usually goes like this right in front of my face. I'll be like, baby, I can't do the reading like this.
It's not about you. It's not about you. No. So one of the things that I want to talk about in here, two things. Number one, yak. Let's talk about yak. Yak is considered as sacred as the buffalo is sacred to the Northwest Plains, Northeastern Plains, and to those indigenous people. So the fact that the yak is showing up here is that you're not alone, right? I always like to look at who's on the journey with me. And so many times I feel that we allow our spirituality to just be this little box that we take down and we open it up and we meditate in the morning and ask for the root, and then we close it back down and put it back on the shelf. And you're like, now I got to get to work and I got to do the kids and I got to do all these things. And we leave it back on the shelf. We leave I mean, if you're a buffalo or a yak, would you like to be put up on a shelf? I don't think so, right? Danger.
No, I don't think that would work.
It wouldn't work, right? So how can you bring in the energetics, your relationships with buffalo, with yak, with your guides throughout your day, right? Mm-hmm. It's so important because then you are living now. The other thing I want to say, and this is really, really important, in Rose's group, she's doing this amazing 21 days of badassery.
It's pretty awesome.
It's awesome too. There's a lot of badass people out there.
People are sharing incredible stuff. And
so the most important thing about this is when you have to make a decision, you have to live life, right? So many people these days are getting confused. And if you've been working with me, we've gone over a few of you what confusion is, the root of confusion and clarity. That your intuition, and I'm not going to say this in a very nice way.
No, just say it. I'll help translate it.
Is laziness. People are thinking that intuition is that nice, feel good, yummy, marshmallowy feeling.
I'm literally just writing an email about this.
And that it doesn't mean, let's go. I have to make a decision. Living living life in general is not easy, right? It's never meant to be easy, but you can choose to live with ease. But choosing to live with ease doesn't mean that you actually, I'm going to say something that I don't agree to either, cock block yourself all the time. Oh, I'm not feeling in the flow of that. You know what? Sometimes you're not going to feel like it, but you still got to get up and you still got to do it. Writers write all the time, right? Whether you are physically writing or you're collecting stories, information to then sit down and write that out. Painters paint all the time. Rose and I are painters. Have we painted in a while? No, but we live our life with artistry and we're gathering all this information, all these new colors, right? That when we do get to the canvas, we will be able to paint.
We're also not full-time painters.
Yes, full-time. That's another thing.
Full-time painters paint all the time.
All the time, right? And
except for when they're filling themselves up with all of the millions of dollars that allow them to booze around the world, of course.
So what I'm saying is that whatever path you're on, do not look for the street that says easy street, you know, but it doesn't mean that you can't live with ease. And that means you have to bring the things that you are being challenged with, the moments, right? And be like, I feel like shit this morning. I woke up, my sinuses are blocking me, the cats are running around, I have feral pigs, and we're talking real life here. And I have to do all of these things, and I have to do my work, I have to do all these things, and I have to show up for myself first. I have to show up for responsibilities if you have children, right? Bless all of you people who have children at home right now. That's a lot. They'll tell you how life is not easy. But you can choose at every moment that seems hard to not make it harder for yourself. And stop disavowing your potential. Sit with yourself and don't abandon yourself when you feel uncomfortable. Have the curiosity and the courage to walk with spirit, in spirit.
Okay, so translation.
I don't speak white people, so she has to speak white people for me sometimes. I get all, you know.
I think you do just fine, baby. But I was just writing an email about this. So I want to share a little bit of like my version of it, which is just what you're saying. But it's like, you know, we think about them as being like you either lean into the discomfort or you get to like take care of yourself and have pleasure, that it's like either or, right? And this is not the case. When we have like I know a lot of people are focused on like pleasure-based businesses, all this stuff right now. But when you actually look at what they do, it's not only just being in your pleasure all the time. It's also showing the fuck up, like really showing up and making space to consciously take care of yourself, because that is what fills you up. When you have those practices that support you, whether it's you call it pleasure, whether you call it spirit, whether you call it both, whether you call it, you know, adventure, exploration, whatever it is that fills you up, that gives you the energy that when you want to show up for yourself and do this stuff that is uncomfortable in the moment, but long-term, feeding into the goals and desires that you have, that you want so badly to show up for, you have been feeding into that well. You know, you have been like, that is a bank that you can withdraw from, that you have.
She goes, great translation, Rose. Thank you.
But, you know, it's just sometimes that voice that you think is the voice telling you to take care of yourself is the voice telling you to stay comfortable and stay in what you know. And like Marita said it Marita's way, I'm saying it my way, but it's the same message. It's don't get confused for those two voices. Mm-hmm. And it does matter to take care of yourself, because when you are taking care of yourself, when you are doing your regular practices of spiritual practices, doing them throughout the day, doing them however you can, doing whatever you do to be in flow, to be in alignment, you're going to have more clarity when those voices start to overlap and get mixed together. You'll be able to be like, oh, wait, let me untangle these. You're going to have the capacity to do that. It's why it matters to show up for yourself on a daily basis and to make empowered choices instead of just in the moment being like, you know, I think I'm going to do self-care for the next week and a half. And what that really looks like ends up being not a lot of really effective self-care. It's just like Netflixing and eating food that makes your body feel like shit and, you know, sleeping a lot. And sometimes we got to go there. I get it. Trust me. This has been a fucked up year. And at a certain point, it's time to own and just without all the value judgments of, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that. I shouldn't. Just look at it and be like, okay, is this like working out for me?
And I think a lot of it to think about it, and we'll wrap it up now so we can go into the people that we're working is whether you're you have to look at the time and what you're doing as investing. If you know
you're becoming an expert at whatever you're doing.
Exactly. So get to know yourself. If sitting on a couch and watching The Crown for 2 days is what you need to do and you feel better, awesome, do that. I totally did that. Right? I love British accents. Oh my God.
Even those fake royal ones, which are so creepy and weird and cool.
But if I looked into that and said, oh, it's really actually not giving me what I need right now, then I don't do it. Right? And what this is the thing, as you change and grow and expand, you're going to go back to the things that you thought gave you comfort, but they're not going to comfort you the way that they used to.
That's true.
And so you have to explore and be like, wow, that wasn't as satisfying. Right. And I said, 2 days instead of a week. In the past, it would have been a week, So value yourself. And the more that you want to be out there, being present, the more time you need for yourself in practices that help you.
Mm-hmm. And then you need that downtime too, that's no commitment downtime, right?
Totally.
So the cards for the week are very optimistic.
Yeah.
But they do require like a choice and action on your part. There's this element of like you taking the step, you doing the thing that helps you to fly, and the universe will put the air under your wings. Do you know what I mean? It's the combo, but you got to put your wings out and show up at that cliff and be ready to take that step. Cool. Let's move on. Okay. Thank you all. Love it, love it, love it.
So I have the list of people here. We're going to...
What's going on with my phone? Why do we have both phones going?
Because I shared it.
Oh, well, do you want to do you shared it where?
In your thing.
In which thing? The Adventurers Club?
No, just your page.
I like how you are going rogue. You're going rogue and sharing.
A little bit.
Oh my God. Random.org. Okay. Let's do this. We usually do this while we're.
I know.
We chatted a little. Marita went rogue.
Marita went rogue. I definitely want to do this one. See if they get picked.
Okay. Let's see. Monica. That's funny that it was trying to autocorrect from Monica to Mojica.
I love it. If any of you have emailed me
Karma.
about...
Oh my God. Hi, Karma. I didn't even know you were here.
Yeah,
so
about...
Nice.
Can I say something?
Yes, I'm sorry.
If any of you that are on here are part of my ancestor class, I am currently uploading it into YouTube, so I'll be sending it once it uploads. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So thank you for your patience.
Okay. So wait, isn't that the order that I...
Yeah. Do it again.
Oh no. I mean, this is what I think.
Our random organizer is stuck in a wheel. Okay. The wheel of this and then whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
All right, Indy.
Indiana.
It looks like your name was first. It was so lovely to meet with you the time that we did meet. Okay, so what? Indy wants a clearing?
Yeah. So
clearing.
Indy, just let us know that you're still on here.
Just drop a note in the comments.
Comment.
Hi, Christine. Thank you, Monica. All right. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you for letting us have our little moment.
We preach a little bit, you know, but take it for what it's worth. Clearing permission granted. Karen, unfortunately, we have already done the drawing for the 3 people for today, but we are going to be doing a clearing for the group in just a little bit. If you would like to get in on that.
Morgan, are you here? Checking to see if Indiana or Morgan are here. Just write in the comments that you're here so we can do your clearing. Indiana's here. Whee, Indiana.
You want to do the bell? I'm just doing a little bit of this medicine.
So we are burning some beautiful
Cedar.
cedar that Chris Brown.
Oh, is this from Chris Brown?
This is from Chris Brown. So thank you so much, Chris Brown, for the medicina, for harvesting in a good way. If you want any, look at me, I'm going to right now put you on the spot, Chris Brown, and say that if you want great medicine from Oregon, medicina, such as beautiful cedar and things like that, hashtag Chris Brown. Maybe she'll reach out.
Shit.
Shipping to Europe. No, I'm just kidding.
Free
Chris,
shipping. No, just
Chris,
kidding.
it's up to you if you want to hear that call. But Chris Brown is one of the few people that I actually trust to collect things in a good way. Another one would be Olga in Mt.Shasta, and that are in the US, and they collect things in ceremony. I'm going to start crying because what you do is beautiful. So, whew. Just had a moment there, Chris Brown. Thank you so much for your medicine. Okay. Indiana, ring it, ding it.
I got Marcona almonds. That's the flavor that I got for you. And for me, this is, you know, it's funny, Indy, this has been a theme with your clearings before, where there's this definite connection to like ancestral medicine and recipes and ways of working with herbs and ingredients and plants and, you know, foods and things like that. And this Marcona almonds is, again, I know from what you've shared, this isn't directly your background, because Marcona is, they're Italian, right? So, and I see
Spanish, right?
Oh, Spanish. Okay. So, but I remember that wasn't your own background from what you shared, but there's still that same element. And there's particularly with this flavor, you know, these almonds are always toasted. They're really crunchy and dry and light. You know, they're not chewy. They're not raw. They're very crispy. Crispy is not quite the right word, but they're light and crunchy. They have that essence of being like roasted, of baked in the sun. And there is that sort of dry element to their sweetness, especially when added into a flavor like ice cream. And for you, this is really, it's almost like a kiss of sunshine. This is connected to your third energy center, the one right at your solar plexus, about your purpose and how you live your purpose in the world. And there is this ancient knowing about it and being in the rhythms of ancient knowing. And that is why this flavor is coming through for you. It's really telling you and encouraging you to connect to the rhythms of ancient knowing that come through you, through your bloodline, through all of your ancestors, through the connections that you make in the world that feel aligned for you. Perhaps they might not even be your biological ancestral practices, but understanding that there are times when, and being very mindful of appropriation practices and working with people who are teachers of this medicine, that you can work with medicines that don't come from your biological line in a way that is respectful. But that this clearing is to come to remind you. It's reminding you, it's kind of like giving you another nudge to be like, you need to go back and find some ways and find ones that work for you, that are going to help you be in the rhythm, much like we were just talking about with the reading, in the rhythm of a daily way of living that connects you to rhythm, that grounds you, that calms you, and allows you to move with purpose in the world in an easy way. in a grounded, yeah, it's really in that rhythm and cycle. That's what I got for you, Indy. What about you?
There is all I keep getting, and I keep going back to making sure that this is correct, is there's this, whoa.
I think you just, no, baby, you just did this.
Oh.
Here, you just put your phone on the brightness and it went down. And Marita's like, the computer turned off. Ah!
It was mine. Magic. No.
It was like this. We just watched The Illusionist. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but Marita hadn't seen it. You know, and how he's like doing all this magic tricks, like, oh, Marita just did that with the power of their mind, with their heart,
with my fat fingers. So
with your iPhone.
It was with my iPhone. Anyways, so this is what I'm getting, Celeste. Rainbow.
Not Celeste.
Celeste, I'm sorry. Indiana. Madre de Dios. There's a bath bomb going around, and there's a video of it that you like put it in. It's the shape of like a cloud, and then it just runs around your bathtub with all the rainbow colors. And that's kind of the energy that I got for you. And there is rainbow, you know, ice cream. I mean, I've seen Superman ice cream. And this is for your third eye, right? This is actually to balance and remind you to live here now. So many times we think that the third eye is all about just bringing in information. And one of the things too, right, is as we learn how to translate, and we learn that when people say mindfulness, as in Buddhism, and Dalai Lama teaches us that it's really about a beingness, to be in a beingness, you know, and it's not just about staying stuck in here, because what happens and what I've seen in this culture is that you're already here, and then you bring in information here, and then you fritz out. So what this is saying is a new relationship, and within everyone on here, has to be renegotiated with your operating systems. And so how are you using this and bringing information? Are you allowing the heart to be part of that? Are you allowing you to be part of that? And so this is really to create that rainbow bridge between your head and your heart, so that they're actually speaking and talking to each other. That's what I got.
I like it.
Did I speak rainbow? I don't know.
I think you puked rainbow. I think it went everywhere.
Indiana, let us know how that feels. Let us know anything about that in the comments. Celeste, removing, detaching. Yeah. Now Morgan has not appeared.
Morgan, are you here? Just one more time. We're gonna call you. We got your name, but we're not hearing back from you. So
we're moving on.
If you pop up, we will come back to you. Celeste
is ready to go.
Celeste is ready to go for a
clearing.
Okay, we're doing all clearings today so far, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want another? Yeah, another one. Excuse me. Oh, contagious. If anybody yawns out there, let us know in the comments.
And Indy, let us know how that's
I got a flavor, but I don't know what it means yet. Do you want to share yours, or you want me to?
I have a song. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. And gum
tree. Mighty king of the bushes, he.
Then it has to go.
Laugh, Kookaburra, leave some there for me.
There you go.
The gumdrops.
Gumdrops, right? But gum trees are also eucalyptus, right? And gumdrop bears are really koalas. Anyways, what this is saying, and again, I think rainbow's coming in a lot today. There are rainbow eucalyptus. So this is really about integration and integrating all of your chakras. And part of that integration is refinement, right? And refinement of your gifts, refinement of your abilities, and knowing that, taking time to refine that there should be no shame or guilt involved in that. And this is just coming in so you can go in with kookaburra and eucalyptus as your tree into each of your chakras and see where you are leaking energy. And then be made aware of what is taking that energy. And then making that decision without judgment to self, whether that is moving you further along your spiritual path and walking in a way of unconditional self-love, or if it's not. And this could involve family. Oh,
really?
So this is coming in for that refinement of all your chakras. Where's your energy going? And call back that energy that you've put out into the world. Whether it's love for your cat or thing, call those beautiful moments back and get full again. This is time for you.
The flavor I got for you is actually a bread pudding flavor. And I really got a sense of like the yeastiness of the bread, but that it was like a challah type bread, that really like sweet, kind of light, a little bit yeasty, kind of soft, really bread, that was the flavor in the bread pudding. And it was just about home. It was just about a sense of home, a connection to home, an experience of home that's tied into our senses, that's tied into smell and taste and sound and textures and, you know, the smells that are associated with bread rising. If you've ever made bread in your home, with the smells of all the grains, with the smell of yeast, right? Which can smell like beer fermenting, the fermentation and yeast in beer. Beer and bread can smell very similar because they have so many similar ingredients and similar processes that they go through, right? And so it's this very like simple, grounding flavor. Just home. And so for you, I think it's the gift of home. It's the gift of bringing you home. It's home in the physical sense, and it's also home in the sense of being home to yourself, coming home to yourself. And this is for your root chakra, but it is, it's more than that. It's not just a grounding in the root that really like grounds you down and holds you down. It's also a holding of your entire system that starts at the root. So, I don't think I actually want to say too much more beyond that, because more words feel like it's going to dilute actually the message. So really just that meditation on home and how connected it is to this flavor and bread. And it's so directly from the earth too. It's so directly from the grains and the earth. And I'm going to leave it at that. So there's your clearing. That's really for your root. It's to support you and have your root not just be supported, but to have your root support and hold you.
Beautiful.
Let us know how that lands.
Let us know how that lands. Since Morgan didn't show up, Vicky Smith, are you still with us? Let us know if you are still with us, Vicky.
Indeed, I'm glad to hear that one landed for you. Mm-hmm.
Again, if you're interested in joining us for a moon ceremony, no, they're not free. The drop-in is like $15.55, which Some of it goes to Eventbrite. And then hashtag ice cream social if you want. This is the last one we're doing this month. So let us know if you want to join that.
Yeah, not too many ice cream socials this month.
Yeah. Okay, Vicky Smith, you're still here.
Good, Celeste.
See?
Awesome.
Vicky Smith, randomizers work. Okay.
Randomizer. Ooh. Okay.
Another clearing. Oh, interesting. So what I'm getting is truffles. And whenever I think of truffles, I think of, amazing Italian wine too. But what this is about this quest. This energy of truffle is about this quest, about searching, getting through, and finding that one thing. Mushrooms also are great connectors, great communicators. Mycelia teaches us how to take old energy in and recycle it and create new life. So it's a great relationship to have, Vicky, and to nurture as you learn about things. And so as we're doing this clearing and as we're clearing your communication lines between your chakras, and more importantly, the communication that you have with yourself, that inner voice, that language that you use, Mother of God, to just clear the negativity out of it. And just allow light to come in. And so can you just let that in? And so this is for your throat. Can you be in that place of a quest to find these prized, truffles are prized. Oh my God, amazing, right? White truffles, black truffles, shaved, it's like you pay by the ounce, they're so expensive. And so can you treat your words with that value, the way that you speak to yourself, to make sure that the messages and the path that you're resonating on is a path of self-love and compassion. That's what I got.
Vicky, the flavor I got for you is bay laurel.
Savory flavors today.
There was a flavor in an ice cream brand that we used to get that was chocolate and bay laurel, actually.
Ooh.
Oh, it got really grainy suddenly. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the
probably as the light is going, maybe, or
yeah.
Don't worry about that. We're almost done. So the flavor I got for you is bay laurel, and there seems to be a theme, perhaps because of the time that we're in right now, where there's definitely this connection to ancient practices. For you, there's some different energy about it. It's definitely like, there's that energy of like the women who carry the laurels, the women who work with the medicine and the green medicine, and as a part of ceremony. Not just as a part of cooking, but like the like you were talking about with the cedar, right? The people, and particularly the women who were responsible for and dedicated to working with and carrying and bringing these plant medicines as a part of ceremony. And bay laurel has had quite a lot of significance in many cultures throughout history. It's a pretty powerful plant when you go look at like the associations sometimes with power and royalty and all sorts of things. But it's also the smell and the taste and the scent. It's very cleansing as a scent. It's very green and opening, similar to eucalyptus actually, right? the smell of the West Coast of the United States, particularly California and some partway north in California, that you can smell the bay trees just as a part of the smell of the environment. It is everywhere. It's such a like crucial part of the smell of that place. And so I'm really familiar with the scent of Laurel Bay. And for you, this is actually coming for your, this is coming for your heart chakra. This is a combination of a clear cleansing type flavor and a sort of like an invitation, an initiation into connecting to that medicine carrier energy for you. So yeah, that's what this energy is, again, for your heart. And the green for your heart is the traditional heart opening color. It's a traditional heart chakra color. Pink and green are the colors that are usually associated with heart. So that combo for you with that flavor, that opening, clearing, green cleanliness of bay laurel is the flavor that came through for you. So again, that clearing, cleaning, opening, and then that initiation piece of stepping into that medicine. Those are the two pieces that felt really essential to make sure you hear those pieces. Okay, there we go.
Disconnecting.
Oops. The bowl has leapt off the box.
Beautiful. If you're just joining us now, we're about to wrap up. My name is Marita, the one who catches lightning with the path of Ish. This is Rose with Live by Design. Please please follow our pages. This is a free offering that we do every Sundays. We've been doing it for over 2 years. We also have small things that you can buy into. We have a moon ceremony coming up tomorrow, less than $20, #moon if you want that information. We also run ice cream socials. This on a scale of 5 people for 90 minutes, all on Zoom together. So you build community. And there's something really special about these circles because we do a little bit more, we do a little bit more kind of a grounding and some follow some of my traditions and Rose's traditions in it. And you get to build community, which is the important thing. You don't just get to see us, we get to see you, and you get to learn interesting, curious facts about people because we always have an icebreaker.
Oh, we have some fun with those icebreakers.
So a hashtag ice cream social. This is the last one we're doing for this month. So let us know if you want to be part of that. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. So we're going to do the clearing for the group. So if you were not one of the 3 that got randomly selected by a random organizer here.
Random.
I
like how you're saying that so much. I wonder if it's random.
It's random. You push the button and it does it for you. That you can participate in this clearing. You will only receive the benefits of this clearing if you write permission granted in the comments, or if you want to write what you're letting go of or bringing in as we set new intentions with this moon and end of this Gregorian calendar. So let us know about that. So if not, we're going to go ahead. Again, if you're watching now or watching later, you will only receive the benefit of this clearing if you write in the comments, permission granted.
Or you can let us know what you're releasing or calling in. Anything you want to put in the comments that lets us know I'm in for this clearing. That is what lets us know, because we are talking about consent here, people. Letting go of fear and troubles. Yes, permission granted. So many people. All right, let's do this clearing.
Flavor I'm getting is brownie. It's a brownie ice cream. That's for your heart. And this is about, brownies are not cakes. We watched the British Baking Show.
They're meant to be gooey.
Gooey in the middle. And this is saying you are meant to be gooey, right?
That's cute.
You are meant to be vulnerable. You are meant to have this sacred space for yourself. And I love someone posted, we all love memes these days, and someone posted a meme of a meme, right? And it's talked about of like, oh, you think the caterpillar just becomes a butterfly, puts on wings. No, it becomes gooey, becomes nothing. So know that your gooiness is transformative. Can you get to that place where it's not about you? so that it can be for all parts of you, right? So that you can receive instead of handling things.
Hashtag next level metaphor. There was like metaphors within that metaphor, within another metaphor. Or was it a simile? Ooh. The flavor I got for you is orange rosemary. Very holiday appropriate. And it's definitely orange season here in the Northern Hemisphere, although we're not quite as far north as some of you are in the Northern Hemisphere. And for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, it's probably not orange season for you. But orange rosemary is the flavor that I got for you. This is such a classic combo of, again, that savory and the sweet, that bite of the citrus and the green of the rosemary. And it with vanilla, oh, delicious. This is really a flavor, again, to give you that balance of clearing and cleansing and activation. The energizing energy of the orange, that sunny, beautiful energy of the orange, and the cleansing, clearing, green energy of the rosemary. So allow this one. It's also to support your heart, but it's really meant to come in and just wash your whole system out, top to bottom. Orange, green, rosemary, citrus. Who doesn't love that combo? And with that, we're going to leave you disconnecting from all of you. It's been a pleasure seeing all of you today. Nice to see some other faces back. Nice to see some of you from my group. Nice to see people from our little worlds collecting and combining and mixing together. My name is Rose with Live by Design. This is my partner, Marita, one who catches lightning with the path of Ish. And until we see you next week, or we see you at our moon ceremony, hashtag moon, or ice cream social, hashtag ice cream social. Remember to live your life
to the sweetest.
Mahalo. Boom. Do it now. Lock it in.